Yeah, what's up, people of the world? It's going down. And I gotta tell you, the world gets crazier every single day. A lot of people are messaging me, they're asking me, Pat, what happened to the Baller Busters page? I'm like, I don't know, I don't pay attention to it that closely. Why? Well, Baller Busters was removed, but now it's back. Listen, folks. Lot of talk out there right now about the coaching game, the online business, personal development, wealth, investing, coaching game. People want to know, Pat, you've been backstage with all these people that Baller Busters is calling out. What's your opinion on this guy, that guy, this thing, that project, that doop, bop, boop, ba-dop, ba-dop, boop, bop, bop, ba-doop, ba-dop, bop, boop. My opinion's this, son. 10 years ago, I was singing on the side of the road, making $100, not even $100. It was actually $40 at farmers markets. The only people that ever really put Pat Hilton on were entrepreneur business people. I think business people and entrepreneurs have a different angle when they see somebody that's working really hard. He's got some skills, he's got some talent, seems like a nice guy, he's willing to do the work. I want to help this person. And so a lot of people coached me and gave me advice, even though I couldn't afford to even pay for new underwear. And so this whole topic's really touchy for me because it involves a lot of people's money, it involves a lot of ego, and it also involves me being directly associated with a lot of speakers and entrepreneurs and salespeople that are under the microscope right now. Now, me, as a business person, as I said, I'm an entertainer and I'm a performer. And I learned how to entertain people and perform people on social media using videos. Somebody's laughing at me. I'm used to that. But the real come down here is, at what point do we start focusing on who's an actual expert and stop talking about coaches? There's experts and there's coaches. Any asshole can be a coach. I could be a social media coach tomorrow, but I'm actually so busy giving my expertise to my clients and being an expert for the people that pay to be a member of our agency. I haven't really even been able to take out time to be like a consultant or a coach or a freelancer because I left the freelancer life behind to become an expert. Just like I'm starting to leave the MC thing behind and I'm becoming way more of an expert and less of a stage performer. Now, what I've noticed is most of the experts that I've met, they build their own stages. Sometimes they'll guest appear, but they're focused on their business and their offer and how they're serving people. I work with a lot of really great coaches, by the way. Fitness people. Earn it all. Great fitness coaches. Just gave you who you need to hire for your fitness. If they can't do it, Cole Taylor's a great fitness coach. I don't even use Cole Taylor, and I think he's good. I use the Earn It All guys. They've helped me lose a lot of weight. I feel better. I look better. Mama Hilton's liking it. So clearly, it's working. Could I do a little bit better at being better on the program? Yeah, Justin probably slapped me across the mouth. Could be a little cleaner. Great coaches. Not every coach is bad. Not every coach is good. When you work with people that are getting the results that you want to get, that's when you've probably found someone that you could hire and bring into your organization or bring into your routine or bring into developing you or your business. I think a lot of people expect someone to show up and like coach them, and then they're magically going to make millions of dollars. We see this a lot in the real estate space. People that come into the real estate space, and Steve Trang, who's an expert, by the way. You should follow Steve. See how I'm just giving you the people off the top of my tongue without saying anything negative about anyone else? You guys like how I'm doing that? It's because I'm a motherfucking expert. That's why I can hit live and I can do this shit right in your face because I'm an expert. Work with experts. Steve Trang is a sales expert. So if you wanted help with sales expertise, especially in the real estate space, Steve Trang is a great guy to go to. And I'm sure anyone who's watching this would comment and tag him and say, they agree with me. Because I've been around for 5, 6, 7 years. And while I've never done a real estate deal, that's how I know you shouldn't hire me. You should hire someone like Steve Trang. If you want to wholesale, you work with somebody like RJ Bates III, somebody like Dean Rogers. Great wholesaling people. And they'll probably give you a ton of advice for free. See, like I said, when I first started the stream, when I came into the game, I was so freaking stoned and drunk and dumb, singing in the bar corners for 15 years. I didn't have any money to invest in anything. I needed new underwear. I had holes in my fucking underwear playing at 10X GrowthCon. That's how broke we were. And people mentored me and coached me to become something different with my skill set, to pivot and become an expert with my entertainment and my production skill set and help other people entertain their audience with produced content on social media. That's what made me money, not bouncing around like a hooligan on stage. I became an expert at one thing and I helped other people. And if you go to those people's pages, you can see every single day there is something tangible that they receive from my company, and it's dated and it's marked and it's documented because that's the only thing I sell. And so you got to ask yourself, if you're working with a coach, what does that person do? What are they going to coach you on? What results do they actually have? And what results do you want? If you don't know what you want, you could hire anybody on the internet and you're going to fail because you don't know what you want. I can't help anyone that comes into my studio and doesn't know what they want to be filmed talking about and being an expert at. You have to pick a category. If you're going to work with me, this is way past mindset. If you don't have your mindset locked down and you're not ready to become an expert, you shouldn't even be in our studio. We just don't even take those kinds of people. We work with people that are experts like Steve Trang, RJ Bates III, Dean Rogers, Earn It All. So you got to stop with this like, I'm going to hire this, I'm going to join this little coaching program and it's going to change the game for me. Look at the person and say, does this person have the results that I want? My buddy Sean Whalen runs a coaching program. It's really, really affordable. I think it's like $150 a month. I would argue that at a starting point, if you got to get your mind right and you got to get in alignment and figure some stuff out, that might be one of your best options, to join his Lion's Den. Because I can tell you, I don't know, that's not cut out for me. He's way better than me at that. And since I started listening to what he tells me to do about 5 years ago, I'm not even in the group, and I'll still endorse it. I've gotten way better results. I'm a way better husband, and my wife and I are way happier. Sean Whalen never asked me for money to help me. He just mentored me and coached me as a friend because he cared, because he wanted to see me win. Because I was fighting my ass off, getting my head knocked in, playing for $100 in the corner of the bar, and guess whose hat I had on? Lions Not Sheep. I think I bought the first Lions Not Sheep hat that ever existed. I would argue that, and I think he would agree. Thing's brown now, stinks. I still got it. Moral of the story is, the dude like lives what he talks, right? He lives what he preaches. His results say he's a motherfucking lion. So if you want to be a motherfucking lion, you can hire that guy. So I'm just throwing some stuff out there. We talk a lot about faith. Speaking of lions, we talk a lot about faith. My buddy Cody Jefferson he's been whipping me into shape for like 6 or 7 years. Never charged me a dime for the advice. Never charged me a dime to be my friend. Never charged me a dime to be my mentor. keeps me in line. Brad Lee slapped me around quite a few times, put me in line. Never charged me a dime. Just wants to see me win. The people around you that are performing and achieving at high levels, they want everybody to win. The reason why those people make money is because they don't have to sell you anything. They give you an option. Well, dude, if you do this and this and this, you're going to get better results. I tell people on social media every day, if you do this, this, and this with your video content, you'll get results. 99% of people don't do it. 99% of people don't do it. I've been giving it away for years. And the few people that have implemented it have messaged me back and been like, oh my gosh, dude, I got this deal and this happened and that thing happened and the other thing happened. That's the one thing I can consult or coach anyone on, is the social media thing that took me from a bar corner performer to the biggest business event stage in the game. Most of the coaches that you see on the internet have sat in the audience at the 10X Growth Con while Pat Hilton played the stage. Ooh, might fucking sting a little bit, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And the reason why that deal happened isn't because I was trying to come in and say I was an expert when I wasn't one. It's because I admitted that 10-minute break when no one was paying attention was a great spot for the average underdog that nobody believed in. And if Cardone, you put me on this stage, then you really do support the hungry hustlers like you say you do. And he put me on the damn stage. So you got to think about this. How real are you getting? How authentic are you getting? And what does your track record say? Got a lot of people out there talking wealth advice, success, skill. It sounds just so ridiculous. Like I go out with my wife and we're hanging out, having a conversation. 99% of the world, guys, the reason why the 1%ers are the way they are, I get it. It's because we're dialed in. We're focused on this shit. It's do or die for all of us. Whether you want to admit it or not out there in the world, it is. It's do or die. You stop closing deals for 3 months, you're fucked and you know it. You fucking know it. Or you wouldn't even be on Facebook. Who's the coach now, motherfuckers? Okay, it's time to get serious. Start hanging out with experts. Experts will show you the expertise and how to utilize your skill set to win. I'm telling you guys, I've been backstage with freaking mammoths. Most of the people that you look at, an Ed Milet or an Andy Frisella or these people, and you're like, these people, they're bulletproof. They're just like you. But they put in the reps when they don't feel like it. They do the hard work when they don't feel like it. They're motivating their team. They're motivating the community. They're building something way bigger than them, even when they don't feel like it. That's why they're experts. There's a difference. There's a separation happening between the experts and the everyday asshole. And it's becoming glaringly obvious to anybody who's even been paying attention at all, who's got the results and who doesn't. And I hate the fact that I'm the street performer guy that never stood a chance, and that everybody comes to me, they want to know who's real and who's not. It's a fucking tough responsibility. I will tell you guys that some of the people that you think are so bad aren't. I'll just say that. A lot of people have had my back and they get a whole bunch of flack on the internet, and they've treated me well and their team has treated me well. And it puts me in an interesting position because as someone who's just completely shredded these stages in half, let's be honest, the most dangerous man in the game, we all know it. It's just a documented statistical metric at this point. It's difficult when you've put your name into the game and you see somebody, you know, that you were aligned with and they're getting decked on the internet and they may have done X, Y, or Z. It's difficult because me, dude, I'm just the guy that helps people post video content. Helps you communicate is the one thing that worked for me. And if you get nothing out of this, get on the internet and be authentic and be real about where you're at and how you can serve people. You know, you probably do need a consultant or an expert in multiple categories of your life, but some people took a post I took wrong this morning. I typed it. It was poorly communicated on my part as a communications expert. I buffed the post. Difference between me and most people is I'll just admit it. I just didn't type it well. There's good and there's bad. There's experts and there's amateurs. You got to do the due diligence associated with knowing what kind of result somebody can get you based on their track record. You know what I'm saying? You just got to ask yourself, you know, my man, Mark Evans, dude. I mean, if you don't like Mark Evans, I mean, you probably hate yourself. Let's be honest. I was talking to like 6 other people and they're like, Mark Evans, nicest guy on the planet. He is. That's why he's successful. Mark Evans has never tried to sell me anything. And he's always putting me over. And he's always putting me on this. And he's always putting me on that. And then in the hallway, he'll be like, hey, you know, if you do this, this, and this a little better, you probably get better results. And usually those 3 things, I'm like my head blows off. I'm like, damn, that's good advice. That's good. You know why? Because it keeps real with me. Doesn't let the hype go to the head. Nobody cares if I shredded these places in half. Nobody cares how many millions of dollars of deals you did. How much did you keep, son? I've generated millions in revenue too. Guess what? I'll say it again. I said it on the other podcast. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Is anyone even surprised by that statement? I mean, I was broke as hell 4 years ago. No, it doesn't matter. I don't judge myself based on X, Y, and Z in my bank account. Because you know what? I got millions of people that have heard my videos and have gone out and done something better for their life. I know a lot of people, millions of dollars, and they're unhappy. They're just waiting for the next sale. They don't care about anybody. And they lost what really got them to where they are. And that's the heart, the passion, and the love for people. Don't lose that, folks. Don't lose the heart, the passion, and the love for people. Chasing dollars and online fame and trying to be the top celebrity coach in the game. You're welcome. Hope you have a great day. Keep it real. Keep it high level, high frequency. Be honest with yourself and don't beat yourself up because you don't magically have a gazillion dollars in the bank when you're on chapter 19 and somebody else is on chapter 64. Keep doing the work, show up every single day, and when you don't feel like it, go 2 times as hard. Peace.